name's Lara. I was apprehensive about coming since I didn't know much about the workshop aside from going to the presentation at St. James's. I asked Roland many questions via email and he patiently replied to them all. Then I asked Roland for 3 referrals. I spoke to Ada, Dr. Wynn, and Sharon. They were very encouraging and all repeated the workshop. They were very encouraging and are all repeating the workshop for the 2nd time. Sharon became my roommate. My curiosity and desire to learn urged me to sign up. My last hurdle was depositing the $1,000 into Roland's account, even though I emailed and spoke to Roland, but I never met him nor know him. That I trusted and let God decide. At CIBC Yaletown, the teller told me no one has ever deposited $1,000 into someone else's account. I told him about the situation briefly, and I asked that I asked for 3 references. He said, "You asked them for 3 references?" I felt really hesitant and thought whether I should go through with this, and I trusted God and deposited my $1,000. The night before I came, I was very excited and was looking forward to the workshop. I was glad that I came. Sharon picked me up in the morning, and I got here and I met Roland, Linda, Ada, and Dr. Wynn. To my surprise, one of my neighbors, Dr. Edward, is also here. In terms of fasting, it's my first time, and I'm still alive. In terms of laijin, the first time I lay down on the bench, I couldn't even put my shoulders flat on the bench. They hurt. I also had difficulty with the leg that hangs down. Yesterday I had no problems stretching my arms overhead. I could hang my legs down quite a bit. Paida is another story. It's like self-mutilation. I looked at my red patches on the inner thighs and couldn't believe that I did it to myself. Jenny helped me paida my feet last night. When she saw the swollen dark patch on the top of my foot, she asked if I had stomach problems. I said I have poor digestion. After paidaing the outer side of my foot, she asked if I had bladder problems. I said I have night urination problem. I found this fascinating. I'd like to learn more about the meridians. Yesterday morning, I had a spasm on my back, on my low back, and it was very painful all day. I finally asked Lulu to help me paida my low back. We went to the back of the room while the others were paidaing their feet. The pain was excruciating. However, I'm grateful to Lulu for bringing out not only the physical toxins, but also the emotional toxins. I'm the eldest of 5 children. My parents were the first-generation immigrants and worked very hard. My mother brought me up by telling me that I'm the eldest and it's my job to teach my siblings. As a result, all my siblings resent me, and I'm not close to them. Before coming to my workshop, my youngest brother sent me 2 hurtful emails instead of asking me to clarify something I said. With Lulu's help, the pain I felt during paida brought up the suppressed toxic energy. Thank you, Lulu. Finally, I'd like to thank Roland and Linda for putting the workshop together and their constant support. I'd like to thank all the volunteers, Yan, Lulu, Kim, for their help. Last but not least, I'd like to thank Master Xiao for sharing his passion, teaching a revolutionary self-healing technique. I also like to thank those who gave me their love, positive energy by paidaing me to help me heal. And I've enjoyed meeting the rest of you. Thank you.
I am Joseph from Richmond, BC. I experienced a heartbreak during this camp. It happened in 2 stages. On Tuesday, the 3rd day of the camp, that was when it happened. On this very day, we started to do paida in pairs. My wife and I would like to team up. Very quickly, I took off my t-shirt, sat down with my bare back facing my wife, and she started paida my back. At that moment, a coach came. He said that we should not be in one team. He said, "You come with me, I give you paida." I thought it was awesome to be paided by a coach without a word. Yes, without saying goodbye to my wife, let alone a kiss. I walked away with the coach, delighted, thinking and looking forward to my best paida of this camp. He took me to another aisle and introduced me to a classmate and told me that he shall be my partner. This came to me as a shock. Psychologically, I was totally unprepared. I am in a point of no return. I don't know how to say no. Yes, I was the one to blame. The coach, man, he gave me a paida by a classmate. I forgot to read the fine print. As a gentleman, I put on a smile and greeted my partner. My heart struggled. This was heartbreak stage 1. Then, I was the first to be paided. My partner's skill was, well, slightly above my level as a beginner. So I end up with no sour, no blackberries. This was heartbreak 2nd stage. After the session, there were small talks among my fellow classmates. "Oh, I get blueberries. You get blackberries." So on and so forth. Oh, hearing this irritated me even more. My heart suffered. During the lunch break, I struggled. Should I do a mediocre paida to my partner this afternoon just to express my discontent? I felt depressed. This was cycled around and around in my mind. My discomfort became more profound. It gradually became so unbearable. At this point, I thought to myself, you must come out of this hole. In order to do that, I must raise my spirit and do a good job. Do a really good job. With this mindset, I went back to the class, gave my partner a first-class paida. As my paida went on, I found that I gradually got a hand to it. I was getting better and better. My slaps were firm and yet smooth. Some sound came out. My heart was feeling much better. After the session was over, I realized that I have learned this paida thing. I was fortunate to have my partner to assist me in this process of learning. Indeed, I am thankful to my coach.